I've got a stack of Grateful Dead ticket stubs here. Let's pull one out and see what, if anything, I can remember. Use this rookie bucket here. All right. Let's see what we got today. We got, it says Steve Miller Band, but it's Grateful Dead, but Steve Miller's opening, obviously. Friday, June 26, 1992. That is Soldier Field. Soldier Field. Okay. Chicago. This is my first time ever in Chicago. This was the summer I was on summer tour, 1992. We had just come from Star Lake and hit Chicago, so I don't know if this is the first or second night. We'll check Dead Base here in a second. This would have been my first time in Chicago. I live about 3 hours out of Chicago now, and I love Chicago. I've been up there to see Dead and Company, Widespread Panic, Ween. Go when my Giants play the Cubs. I've gone up there. My boy loves the Carolina Panthers, and so we went up there and saw them play the Bears. Any chance to go to Chicago, even like during the pandemic when Dead and Company canceled their summer tour, my wife and I still had an Airbnb out by Soldier Field, out by Wrigley. So fuck it, let's just go have a weekend in Chicago. So anyway, now when we were coming to Chicago, it wasn't that great then. At least I didn't see much of Chicago, let me put it that way. I remember coming in and seeing, like, this was not too long after the Rodney King riots, maybe a year or so, and I could see a lot of, like, the South Side still burned out. The remnants, hadn't been rebuilt yet. And spent the 2 days there basically in the parking lot of Soldier Field. Just kind of hanging out in Dead Lot, basically. So let's check out this show real quick. Okay, so this was night 2. And we'll start with Hell in a Bucket, Peggy-O, same thing. Loose Lucy, Mexicali, and the Maggie's Farm, Tennessee Jed, Picasso Moon in the first set. Alright. Second set, Karina. Karina was kind of new at the time, and I didn't like Karina at all, but I did kind of like it. They would end up rocking that thing out, and I ended up kind of like begrudgingly liking it. Kind of same way with Victim of the Crime. I kind of wouldn't have minded if Dead and Company pulled out Karina at one point. I would have been like, this is funny, because I used to hate it. But anyway, Karina into Crazy Fingers, playing in Uncle John's, Drum Space, Miracle, Wharf Rat, Throwing Stones, Not Fade Away, encore with The Weight. Okay, typical show there. Now, one thing I do remember about the Chicago run was that there were 4 of us traveling in this big old diesel station wagon, and we had a dog with us, a dog named Odin. He was not my dog, he was a dog of one of the guys that we were traveling with. And he was a big fluffy, like sheepdog, I don't know, like big wolf husky thing. He's a big mutt. And we ended up shaving him down before we went on tour to keep him cool. We're dumb kids. I guess the hair does help keep them cool. I don't know. Like I said, learned a lot. I know a lot more about hanging out dogs now that I'm a lot older. But we had this dog on tour with us, and obviously we'd leave him in the car during shows, but we would leave all the windows rolled down. Because nobody was coming near this car. Anybody who would come near this car, this dog would ferociously freak out and bark. So our stuff was all safe all summer long with Odin in the car, and all our stuff in the car with him in the car. And he could be anywhere. He would just find the car, and, he'd be in there. And I used to take him, and I had a skateboard with me, and I would have him pull me around on a leash, and I would have a cooler and like sell Jaeger shots or beers, whatever, out of a cooler. So that was our dog, our on tour. Not my dog of one of the guys. Anyway, come out of Soldier Field that second night. Owen is not in the car, and we go looking everywhere for him, because he was always really good about staying in the car while we were, at the shows. And this time, and we looked all like, I remember I was riding a skateboard all over the place, all over through the parking lot, trying to find Odin, couldn't find Odin. Well, I guess Odin was good about staying in the car, unless there was a dog in heat. So we get to Deer Creek. The next stop is Deer Creek, and out in the parking lot, and who do we see? We see some people hanging out, and Odin is with them. I'm like, holy shit, there's Odin. Turns out he had conjugal communal visits with another dog, and they had become interlocked for the time being, and they had to leave with the two dogs, you know, doing their thing. So I think we exchanged some information, and I don't think anything had come of that. Like, you know, and anyway, that was our our Odin experience on that trip. Now, I'm older and wiser now. I have different thoughts about dogs on tour and dogs being chipped and dogs having identification. But we were just a bunch of dumb kids at the time, and like a lot of things happened on that tour, some weird shit would go bad and it would correct itself and go right. So anyway, that is my story of Soldier Field 1992. Thanks.